Hey, so I got some really bad news this morning. Someone told me there was an officer named
Got Zach Bryan here.
Jonathan Dillard.
Yes, he was
Passed away in the line of duty. He was from
killed in the line of duty.
Right.
I want to say that it's heartbreaking and can't even imagine. So I'm going to try my best to sing this and I'll mess it up.
I think Zach Bryan's at a New York show here as well. So this is really happening live in their community at this moment. So it's really neat that he did honor a police officer in really close to his home state. I mean, in his home state, I assume.
Finally quit smoking cigarettes and I don't go downtown drinking Timmy's and gone.
Sounds like he's a little upset.
You're still gone.
You know the song. You're a big Zach Bryan fan.
Lord, I've been trying to smile like you told me, laugh like you hold me. It comes out all wrong. There's parts of you here, you're still gone.
The crowd is loving this.
Well, and my biggest thing is I like to see artists do this kind of stuff. You know, if you ever know anyone who is a police officer or even a family of a police officer, it's tough, man. And especially, you know, anytime a police officer does something wrong, and I'm not saying that all of them do everything right, you've got every single celebrity tweeting it out and all that kind of stuff. And then when it goes this way, you don't see any of the celebrities do that stuff. So it's nice to see some people step up on this kind of stuff because, man, that dude, if I remember right, he had a kid, a young kid, a wife, and all that kind of stuff. And I know there were a bunch of fundraisers and stuff, but this is what Zach Bryan does, right? This is how you show your support for it. And, you know, it sucks that that's the world we live in, but I see this more in country than with anything else. You know, I'm not saying there's not other artists that do it, but I just like seeing this because, hey, man, that's a job nobody wants to do. I sure as hell don't want to do it. Would you like me showing up to your door as a police officer? Hell no.
No, and I think this was actually, I think he got killed coming up to someone's vehicle. And I feel like that's the most dangerous thing you can do as a cop, which I wouldn't know, is to come up to someone's vehicle. And every day, you never know whose vehicle you're coming up on. So I do really appreciate Zach Bryan giving a nod to the police for their service and their bravery, and as well as Mr. Dillard, who passed away in the line of duty. So that was really nice that Zach Bryan got to acknowledge him in his home state. And I know this crowd really, it brought a moment of unity, which is beautiful, and singing this song and dedicating it to him.
Well, and that's the thing, man. You watch the news, you think everybody hates the cops, but then you see a thing like this, and it's, no, actually there's a lot of support for it. And it's just, social media is not real life sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's good to see, man. Always love Zach Bryan, even though he got arrested, you know? Think about that, you know?
I didn't want to bring that up.
Well,
I didn't want to bring that up right now and ruin the moment.
But he was great with it because he, you know, he made up with the police officers and everything, and obviously he's still showing support for it. So I love that part, man.
Yeah, that is cool. This is the way to support, and this is a way to, like, you know, apologize like he has in the past.
You bet. I don't want to do any of that nonsense. No, I don't want that pressure on me.
USA. That is awesome.
You can never go wrong with that, man. You're not going to see that in other shows.
That was powerful.
Good on him.
I think the crowd appreciates someone acknowledging something that went on in the world, but also in their community. So it's a nod to anywhere you do a show at, and which I wouldn't know, but anywhere you do a show at, it's good to acknowledge what's going on in that community and in such a group, like a large group of people in the world. I mean, everybody in the world feels connected in this very moment with this story, and everybody is, you know, has compassion for the family and the cops, and they think about, you know, their loved ones and hold their, you know, first responders a little tighter, which is always a good reminder of these people and what they go through every day. It's just another day on the job for a lot of these guys, risking their life. So I respect it. I can't imagine being married to a cop or any kind of first responder.